All right, so so what they're showing us here is that this is a three-dimensional picture, but they've laid it flat so that we can see where everything goes. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to look for these little. We have to look for these little number ones, okay? Because that number one is going to be the thing that tells us what to do first, okay? So one of the first things it says to do is to put our vertical snaps in place, okay? Now we're going to make this wall stand up right here, right? So that means these are going to go on this way, right? So let's look on here and see where this one tells us to go. It says C3, okay? So there's C, right? A, B, C.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, okay? So we'll put this one right here, okay? And the next one is going to go 2 spots over from it.
It's an L.
So it's going to go just like that, okay?
The L's for Lee.
And then
For Lala.
we're going to have
For Lala.
2 right here, okay?
Lala.
And they're going to do the same thing. We just got to look for where they go. It's going to be C8.
Again, stop.
Okay, and then this one is going to be on G8, okay, all the way down here. All right, and then let's see what else it says is number 1. Okay, so okay. See the NPN transistor?
Yeah.
That one is going to go. That's a number 1. You see, it's got a little black number 1 right there. All right, so we're going to put that on C6. So here's C, and there's 6. It's going to go just like that. All right. And then it looks like we're going to have our 1. It's going to be right in front of that. It's going to be down underneath. So it's going to allow us to keep everything up on the same level, right? All right. Now on this board up here, it says we're going to have a number 1 right up here in the corner. And then it says we're going to have a vertical piece that's going to go right here.
One.
All right, and then on this side, it says that this is going to be on the number 1, the first step, right? And it's going to go on B4. So it's going to be like this. Okay. And it looks like this is also going to be on the first step. This 2 piece here. All right. So now we're going to start standing these up and sticking them together. This off just for a second. These red ones?
Yeah.
They're called vertical snap something. Basically, the vertical is referring to the fact that they're standing it up, right? They're allowing us to stand up the next piece. All right, this piece. You see, I'm just gonna go across here and across here. And then this is just here to kind of keep it rigid, right? To make it so it doesn't wiggle, basically.
Yeah.
So now we're solid, right? This is a solid piece. I can pick it up by here. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we've done all of the step 1 pieces now, okay? So now we're going to go to the step 2 pieces, okay? And we'll start with this one. So on this part of the board, it says this button
Thingamajiggy.
is going to be a step 2, and that's going to go on the light tunnel, all right? And it also says that this number 2.
No, you take that off and then put this piece on there under it.
No, you see where it says that's number 2 and that's number 1? You see that little 1 right there for the light tunnel? And that little 2 right there? We're on step 2.
I know, I'm saying the other piece, that 3 piece.
That's the 3rd step. You see how it's got a 3 above it? We're on step 2. So we're going to do all the pieces that are part of step 2, okay? See this 2, see that one that has, it's a 2 button, right? But it says step 1. See how it's right there? So we put those 2 there, and this one is going to be step 2 because it's going to go on top of those. You see why it's step 1 and step 2? Because if we did this one first, we wouldn't be able to put those 2 on there, right? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, now it also says that this photo transistor is going to be step 2, right? And it says that that is going to go
Right there.
on top of these, right, exactly. Yep. There. And
What is it gonna do?
it says this 2 button piece is going to be on step 2 as well. And that's going to go from here to here. Right? And then this also, it says it's going to be covering up this transistor. All right. All right, so that's all of the step 2 pieces for that one. So let's do step 2 here. Where do you see a number 2 at?
Right here.
Okay, and which one is that? Which piece is that?
The D6. I can't read it because
D6, okay, and that's our white light, okay?
White.
It's right there. See, I put all the pieces for this board up here, and all these pieces are for this board. Okay. So this is going to branch across the 2 vertical struts, right?
When are we gonna do the mirror?
What?
When are we gonna do the mirror?
The mirror?
Yeah.
Oh, not yet. Not yet.
Mirror.
Not yet. We'll do that in a minute, okay? We got to get the rest of it all built up first. So where else do we see a number 2 up here on this board?
Here.
Okay, and that's for this 5 button, right?
Yeah.
Which is right there. So you want to put that one on? Here, I'll hold it for you. Okay, good. And is that all the number 2s on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do step 2 on the big board now, okay? So we'll look for any of them that have a number 2.
2.
What piece is that?
4.
Okay, and where does it go?
Goes
Right here. From the battery, right? From the power source to this vertical strut. Okay. Look down here. What else? What else has got a number 2 next to it?
this.
What is that?
The horn.
The horn, okay. And where's the horn going to go? Let's turn this side so you can see it better. Right, this is how we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need to put.
So our horn is going to go where? It's going to go on the NPN transistor, right?
Right.
Are we putting it the right way though? Is it the right orientation? We got to have that W1 facing that way, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to put that right.
I
Oh,
can't
don't think I
see.
put that. No, it's supposed to go
I
there.
can't see. Cannot read.
Where else do we have a number 2? What about that one?
That one too.
That's a resistor. Okay. That one's gonna also go on the NPN transistor to the vertical strip.
And this.
Hold on, what are you doing? Tell me first.
This one.
Okay, where's it going?
So, but I can't go in.
Hold on a second. Okay, we biffed it.
What?
This was right. We just missed something. We didn't do that wire, that jumper. So
That's
this is gonna
jumper.
go here. Okay, so the 2 button pieces will go right here. 1, 2. All right, and here's the thing that we missed. All right, so this is going to go from here. Right, push that down on there. All right, it's going to wrap around, and it's going to go down here, so the horn can sit on it.
The horn can sit on it.
Yeah, the horn's going to sit right there on top. Like that. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll actually just kind of hold it like that, so it'll hold it down a little bit. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do here, we need our switch, right? That's the number 2. Go ahead, where does it go?
It goes.
It goes from the power source to that vertical strut, right?
Yeah, so right here.
No, look at the picture again. It's not sitting on top of this. It's on the power source to that vertical strut. Is it oriented the right way? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, look at it.
No.
Look at the picture. Good. All right. Okay, since Lincoln is, well, I don't want to put it on yet because it's going to be in the way. All right. So I think that's all of the number 2 pieces. So now we need to do the 3rd step pieces. Okay. So this is a 3rd step piece right there. It goes from the top of the switch
There and there.
to the top of the resistor. Good job. Okay. And then this also is going to be a number step 3 piece. Okay, it's going to go from the top of the resistor to the top of that 2 button.
Sorry, you can't see.
That's okay, as long as you can see what you're doing. Okay, and then it looks like this is also a 3rd step piece. That goes from the top of the horn to the top of the 4 button. Okay, and then that's all of the pieces for there. Yeah. All right, so now we need to do this one, 3rd step. There's a 3.
And it goes from here and this one.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Where does this
the
go?
color light that Lincoln has in his hand. That's a step 3.
Stop! I had it full.
Give it to your sister so that she can put it on here.
I had it full.
She's putting it on. That's where we are. We have to put that on now.
There we go.
Okay, and then we have, I think that's all the step 3 pieces for this one, yep. So now we just need the step 3 piece for this, which is gonna be this one. So there's step 3, the 3 button, and that goes on this side. So where does it go? It goes from the light tunnel.
So it's like, okay.
You want to turn this? Does this help? I go like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes from there
To here. So what I need to do is on.
So it's not actually touching the blue, right? It's kind of just on top of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to have all three lights, right? Because we didn't take any of them off. We didn't touch any of these, right?
Yeah.
We have our positive side, we have our negative side. It's going to do all those lights.
Okay, now we just need the mirror.
And the mirror, we got to take the...
I want to do it.
Don't put your fingerprints all over it. See, looks like somebody already got their fingerprints on it.
Not Mom.
Yeah, I know.
It goes right here to reflect all the light, and it bounces back on there.
Well,
Let's see.
we're not quite there yet. We got more steps.
What? What do we
Okay. So this is kind of just what we did, right? We kind of did all this together. Mirror, Q4 attachment, okay.
got it?
All right, so it doesn't really give us any kind of instruction about how to place the mirror, right? It just says it's on there kind of diagonal, which is basically what we did here. And you can take this stuff, kind of put that off to the side. We'll go throw it away in a minute. All right, so here it says.
Hold on. I need to pick that up for a second and pick up these two things.
What for?
I'm gonna get this down because it's all over the floor.
Okay. Well, that makes you feel better. All right. Okay, so we're going to read this first. It's going to tell us what to do, but we're not going to do it yet. We're just going to read what it says. It says, turn on the slide switch. The light tunnel and the color LED are going to put on a show. To trigger the alarm, we got to align the mirror so that light from the white LED, right, which is right there, you see it? You see the white LED? Okay, so the light from the white LED is going to reflect on the mirror and it's going to shine into that photo transistor right there. Okay? And when it does that, let's see. Yeah, when it does that, it's going to set off the horn, the alarm, okay? So, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Hit the switch there.
He's like,
Let's see if we turn it off and we take the mirror out. Just the lights.
yeah.
When we put the mirror in. See what it's doing? It's reflecting that light right there on the mirror. Right? Like, see how if I turn it this way, we can see the light on the table?
Yeah.
And if I turn it this way,
But what does that one do?
that's a resistor. So what that does is it actually limits the amount of current that's going through our circuit. So we don't fry anything, basically. So, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Do it again.
Turn it on again?
Yeah. What do you think, Kenny?
Noisy.
Oh, I see. Look, I can just do this too. I can just put my finger up there
Okay.
It's blocking.
because it's not letting the light in, right?
Hold on. Is it?
You see, you're touching the glass, so your fingerprints are going to make it not as reflective. So we don't want to get fingerprints on there, okay? I'm going to catch it by the corners. See that big fingerprint? Stop, Rocky.
OMG.
Check it out, Lincoln.
Whoa. What is that? Whoa.
See, what's happening is
Susie.
we have a little thing right here. When it sees the light, it makes the horn go.
Okay, stop the horn for a second. So you get Susie to calm down.
That's it. That's pretty cool, huh?
Amazing. Susie hates it.